Rabbit season, you know, so he came in his royal apparel, and it was like the red carpet came out, and he's like, oh, my king, and he bowed down, and Bugs Bunny hit him with the staff, boom. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, what's gonna happen in the king ain't gonna be a funny matter. It's gonna be a very crucial scene. You know, so we know that's what it was.
Verse 27, it says that he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter, they shall be broken to shivers.
That's what we bear witness to. But you have to keep the faith, man. And in order to keep the faith, you got to be the chosen. None of us up here really know if we're the chosen or not. But we go through the Spirit. We pray to the Lord that we may be. You know.
Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance.
That's also what we bear witness to. The fact that we're going to possess heathens. Because God himself is with the Israelites ruling over these other nations. And doing to you what you've done to us. You see? Read that one more time.
This is Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
As an inheritance. Now, what is an inheritance? Your father dies, and he passes on whatever he had to you. So what is the father's that he's going to pass to us? The children. The world. The heathens. Heathens is the other nations outside of Israel. The foreigners, the strangers. You know, you're going to possess them. You're going to be our wash pots. You're going to be cooking for us. Okay? You're going to be very skilled in cooking. You're going to be cotton pickers. Yeah, you heathens going to be the new cotton pickers. Not only that, you're going to build up our nice houses, our homes. You're gonna pave the streets of Jerusalem with gold. You're going to make us the finest jewelry. You're going to give us our daughters. We're going to possess you. Okay? Like you possessed us. Isn't that fair? Okay.
In the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Uttermost parts of the earth. Now the uttermost parts means the most choice land. Like in you got in California, you call Bel Air. Okay, that's a choice land. Beverly Hills, Florida, you have the best. It's like Tampa. You have certain parts of Tampa that's beautiful. Scarsdale, in Connecticut. Okay, so you got these lands that's choice that Israel's gonna possess. You know.
Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Yeah, with a rod of iron.
Thou shalt dash them into pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, that's a very violent scene. Head's gonna be smashed in like a watermelon. That's what's coming. That's the witness that we've been to. That you're gonna come from high on a hog to beneath, lower than a roach. Okay? That's what we bear witness. That's the testimony of Yahweh. This is coming back to do evil things to the world for what you've done to his chosen. Psalm 50 and 12. I love that scripture. Psalm 50 and 12.
Psalm chapter 50, verse 12. It says, if I were angry, I would not tell thee. For it says, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. It says, verse 13, will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink it? It says, Psalms 50 and 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
Yeah, because in the time of trouble, we're going to call upon the Lord. And he's going to deliver those that kept his will. Okay? Because it's a light thing to the Lord to deliver us. You can be flung.
Get that scripture in Isaiah.
Isaiah
To the light thing that thou shouldst bring together
Verse
the
16.
sons.
For unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee.
Isaiah 40.
I think so.
Verse 18, when thou sowest a thief, then thou consentest with him.
Yeah, because we know during the time of the Babylonians, when they were seized Israel, Esau was the one that destroyed the temple. Was the one that sacrificed a book on the altar. You see? So that was the scripture again to you. When you saw him for thief, thou considered with him. You know that we had great strife with the Babylonians, but you agreed to try to exterminate us. We don't.
It says, and has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Yeah, frameth deceit. One of the deceits is the Lord so-called white man. It's the biggest lie. The angels are white. Okay, the judges are white. That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. That's a filthy lie. The judges, Yahweh Shah was a so-called black man. Very dark-skinned man. With white woolly hair and a big beard. The angels, dark-skinned men. The people of the Lord, dark-skinned, but mixed, dark and light. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The true Israelites. Yet the Gentiles are the actual Israelites. Cornelius, an Israelite. Okay? You see? That God loved the world. That's a lie. He only loved one nation of people. So that's all the deceits, and it's many deceits. The scriptures say your wickedness is innumerable. Okay, it's no number to the lies that you have portrayed in this world. Oh, that dark skin is ugly. Woolly hair is nappy. But like the brother said earlier, when you have vitamin D in your skin, whether you be light skinned, for those that's on a melanated doctrine, because I in Northern Kingdom might be lighter in skin, but when they hit the sun, they get light. I mean, they get dark.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't burn.
Right. They don't burn.
They don't get sunburn, man.
Right.
It shows you that they have They have melanin. Excuse me.
Right. But melanin is actually a attractive trait. It's a strong trait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a dominant trait. The fact that when you go in the sun, you produce vitamin D, which vitamin D helps your testosterone function. Therefore, hence enhancing the ability to bear children. That's why Ephraim was called the fruitful nation. And also, that was a blessing. You see, that's out of many lies. Okay, read on.
Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Yeah, you dogs, you criminals. Hillary Clinton just a couple years back said they are super predators. Keep them away from your children, your neighborhood. Okay? But Hillary Clinton, everybody's voting for her.
Yeah.
Like she's some
Supposed to
godly.
be some upstanding Democrat,
Yeah.
which everybody fucking voted for in the goddamn 18 elections and shit. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, so read that part again.
Verse 20. It says, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Yeah, because Esau's whole thing is destroying the reputation of Jacob. Now let me look up the word propaganda. Because back during they say Hitler used propaganda. Hold up. Propaganda. All right, so it says propaganda, information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize to particularly political cause or point of view. You see, so it says it is a biased, misleading nature. So which is an actual war tactic. Demonize something to the fact that when they get killed or murdered, you won't feel sympathy for it. That's why you have Jake in the Hood get killed. Well, you know, he get killed by a cop. Well, was he holding something? Why did he resist? Because it's a form of propaganda. You no longer sympathize with the victim, but you sympathize with the persecutor. You see? So read that last part again. And this is what our brother Esau does. Our evil, wicked, conniving, devilish brother, the so-called white man, does.
It says, Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
You destroy that person's reputation. To the point where you walk down the street and everybody clutches their purse. You go in an elevator and people get scared, they move out the way. You walk it down at 12 o'clock at night and they cross the street. You go walk around the store and they follow you. Because of words that you say, you slander us. 5 News, like the brother brought out the census report, according to a criminal, according to nation or race, that white people are more prone to crime than any nation in the country. Why? Because they feel like they're above the law. In actuality, they are above the law. Because they could do something and get away with it. That's why we read in Deuteronomy 16 and 19 that you should not wrest judgment, meaning to twist it into your own light. That's why you gotta have a dude shoot up a school and they say, no, he's mentally crazy. He's a little sick in the head. Let's just give him more some pills and put him on probation.
Yeah, remember that shot of the, what's this?
Yeah, brother got a scripture.
Okay, yeah, bring that up.
So Psalms 31, verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things
Move in,
proudly.
brother, move in.
and contemptuously against the righteous.
Read that one more time.
This is Psalms 31, verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence,
Let the lying lips be put to silence. Read.
which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous.
Against the righteous. Now, the elder did a beautiful video about the news report that came out on the GMS Chicago Israelites and how they're terrorists, they hate women. Read that last part. Read that last part again.
Psalms 31, verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence,
Let that read.
which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous.
Against the righteous. We're considered the righteous. But they speak proud lies against us. They call us rapists, racists, okay? Murderers. They call us worse than the KKK. But we bring out the truth according to the Bible. This is what the so-called white man does. Now the elder Tahar put a beautiful video about the article that was done on GMS Chicago King and how they said that God is going to kill women. Well, it ain't just women they gonna kill. He gonna kill anybody that disobeys his word. He's a king on the throne, a very violent one.
He's gonna kill little children.
He's gonna kill little children. He's gonna kill infants. What we say is righteous.